Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Just going to do a quick video on the Portugal-Morocco game. Morocco went through 1-0 in 90 minutes, so well done to them. I'll put it this way, you can't say Morocco defended well because Portugal didn't attack well, but they did their job. Same as they did against Spain. Spain were absolutely awful, same as Portugal were. But they still had to do their job. And Morocco did their job in both games. And not two of the teams that were certainly more favourites than them out. So well done to them. One thing that I've said many times, I think the crossing at the moment, the corners at the moment, the ability to cross the ball by supposedly top players is awful right now. It is absolutely awful. But also the heading. When the ball is crossed in well, it's astonishing the amount of times that players completely fluff their head in. But obviously they're not used to the ball coming in well. It doesn't seem as if that's the case. They're not used to a good ball coming in. They're not used to being in that position. Yeah. Right, years ago we had tall, big players. I mean, the last big player I think really was Crouch. Yeah, played for Stoke and Liverpool and a few other teams. So of course they knocked the ball up to him all the time. But really since him there's not been that many big players. Yeah, I mean Ronaldo through a lot of his career was playing at Man United when they had good quality crosses of the ball. Then went to Real Madrid. But then when he came back to United, he was feeding on scraps. For the first season, the second season, he was feeding on less than scraps. In that Portugal game tonight, when he eventually came on, there was nothing. I mean, the amount of awful passes and awful crosses from Portugal was just astonishing. That these people are called professional footballers. To say that really, I mean, how many of those Portugal players should have been paid for their performance tonight? How many of them would you really say did their job? None. Not really. No, you wouldn't really be able to say any of them. Daigle did okay. Daigle did okay. A few of them did okay. Felix did okay. If you're marking them out of 10, you give Daigle and Felix probably about a 6. But the rest of them would get way below that. I mean, Bruno, I'd say he'd get about a 3 or 4 for tonight. He was absolutely terrible. A lot of his passing was way off. I mean, I understand that they don't play with each other all the time. But, the amount of time they pass the ball to a Moroccan player. It wasn't a case where a Moroccan player moved forward to intercept. They didn't even have to move forward to intercept. The ball was just passed to them. It was bizarre. So it was like Portugal completely forgot how to play football. In this game. They played so well in the last game, but in this game they completely forgot how to play football. And so, to me, Morocco will play either France or England. I don't see Morocco progressing further than this. I really don't. Because if France or England have a reasonably good game, I think they would tear Morocco to pieces. I mean, it's like, if Spain or Portugal had played well, they would have torn Morocco to pieces. But saying that, I mean, we've got the England-France game next. I'm suspecting England will lose it. I don't think they'll win. I think there's too much. The fact that people are saying that England have played well so far in this World Cup, they've played well against teams who they are ranked so much higher than. The best team they played so far was USA, and England were awful in that game. They had no quick thinking. The passing was slow and lethargic, and so against a reasonably sort of tough team that most of the players play in the Premier League or the British League, they were absolutely awful, England. So they're playing against France, who a lot of the players play in the same league, or certainly play in Europe, and it's going to be about the best team that they've come across so far. What do I expect from England? I expect for them to play a similar way to how they played against the USA. What I'd love to see would be a manager who says to the players, the attacking players, as soon as we've got the ball, go for it. Look to attack quickly. Attack quickly, accurately, and blitz France. Absolutely tear them to pieces. Go and play how you play, the attackers. But then say to Rice, stay back a bit. I mean, the problem is he going to take Foden or Bellingham off in order to bring Phillips in? To try and cope with the France attacking. He shouldn't. Not in any way, shape or form. He shouldn't. I'm not sure what you should do. I'm not even sure what other defenders are available for England. Because I think Maguire is a massively weak link in that defence. But who have you got as options to replace him with? There's going to be a problem. I'm not really sure who you can put. I would actually maybe put Stones across. Put Walker as a central defender next to Stones, and bring what's his name? The Liverpool right back in. Bring him in. Because he's far, far better going forwards than Walker. And Walker's far quicker in defence than Maguire. And he's going to be a lot more physical than Maguire. He's not as awkward as Maguire. So that's what I'd do, without knowing who the other defenders are. Because with the other defenders, I don't really think any of them are that good. I think that's why Maguire has been playing alongside Stones. But I think in this game where you've got Mbappe, I don't think Griezmann is that big a threat. He's not quick, he's not that powerful. He's skillful, but he's not that quick or powerful. So therefore I think Stones and Maguire can probably handle him. Mbappe, different matter. But I would take out Maguire for that. But do I think the manager's going to do that? No, I don't. I don't think there really is any way, shape or form the manager's going to do that. No. Based on the fact that he hasn't so far. I think he's going to play it safe, and if he plays it safe, then I think England are out. But as I say, I think if France go against Morocco, France go through to the final. And in the other group, do I think there's a team that could beat France in the other group? No. I don't think Croatia can. I don't think Argentina can. I think really out of these two games today, tonight, England versus France, I think the winner of that is probably going to be the winner of the World Cup. I don't think it'd be Morocco, and I don't think it'd be Argentina or Croatia. So therefore it'd be the winner of this game, I think. And I would have to say probably France are going to be the winner of this game. Coming up in an hour and a half. Yeah. But as for Morocco, again, well done to them. They did their job. They did their job. They have got a lot of big players. But as I say, that's why I think with England or France, because they've got a lot of big players, you play the ball more on the floor and you use pace. Because they've got a lot of big players, that's going to cause them a lot of problems. It's like in this game, you had one of the Moroccan defenders was really struggling. Had a bad knee. Was holding his knees, really struggling. They didn't even test him. They didn't even put the ball in. They didn't even put a player next to him and put the ball to that player to test him. What are you doing? So Portugal were just awful. Their decision making and what they showed with their ability tonight was just terrible. But, this will be Ronaldo's last. And so, he may well go to Saudi Arabia then, play there for the big bucks, because, I still think he's got incredible ability for his age, but what he's lost is his pace. Although, in that game tonight, when he had the chance, after he came on, when he eventually had a chance, he took on the Moroccan defender and beat him to the ball. So he's still got reasonable pace, he just hasn't got the pace he had. But he's got incredible knowledge and incredible ability, incredible skill, but he just hasn't quite got the pace to carry it off in the way he did before. And the sharpness, maybe, that he did before. But he could get the sharpness back. Because really, United weren't playing him, were they? So Matt's sharpness, he was struggling with a little bit. He didn't have a pre-season. For whatever reasons, doesn't matter. And so I think Matt's sharpness has been part of his problem. Quite often he tries to do little flicks and stuff, certainly when he's playing for United, and will lose the ball. And I think that's just down to him not having played that much. But, be interesting to see where he goes. But as I say, in this game, France-England, I expect it to be France. I expect France to beat Morocco, and I expect France, therefore, to win the World Cup. So, So, it should be an interesting game anyway. Again, tactics. Let's see what the tactics are in this France-England game, because that's going to say a lot as to who's going to win it. So you take care. God bless. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.